Good evening, everybody. It's detective time. Hobo detective time. Okay. Let me just plug in my phone quick. So we had some stuff to do with the inventory. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up real quick. Cool. So let me see. It was like I could inspect something further. Here we go.
An intricate web of blue lines
Oh, for
stretches
God's
across
sake.
the torso of the hanged man.
I might have to restart
from the right
again.
shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Okay. Those gambling
It
time.
still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Who are you?
Gone.
Gone.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Okay.
Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Fractured bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away.
Okay, hold on. We need to quit because the sound's bugging out. This is such an odd bug. Ooh. Okay. I need to look at the body again. Well, hopefully I pass that passive check again.
An intricate... It's still cut gone. For you, someone who knows.
Okay, here we go.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
Okay, that's good.
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What?
So what do I do with your
Well,
bullet?
if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Okay, good
If we
idea.
find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Okay.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the
You can
jacket.
just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
The core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
Okay.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a
Oh,
muzzle
okay.
those typically found on the streets.
So this was a high-profile crime then. This was like high-profile
The
gangs.
people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Okay, cool.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those...
Try to
epic
determine what
tasks
type of
that's
weapon
open.
shot this.
The squashed bullet has
Let's see if
some
I can
sharp
get any
edges
bonuses.
where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Okay.
You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Okay. Let's try and determine what shot it.
You can't remember
Oof.
what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm model?
Okay. Well, that's cool. Time to win 17, I wish.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Serial
Hello,
number.
officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Oof.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Israeli law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Okay.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio.
Let's see if there's anything else I can do on the radio now.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus people worried about me. Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
That's not good.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side, you've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Okay.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
Is there anything you can do for me?
You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything?
Yeah.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
Okay.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I've got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate.
Jesus.
It looks like Mactosin.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Okay.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yeah.
Even better. Anything else, Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire field. Actually, do exactly that. Put
Okay.
yourself out of your misery. Take a deep,
Jesus, this doctor
diaphragmatic
sucks.
breath in and... I'm the most serious person at the station.
Okay, well I've done that at least.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over. Okay, 10.
Wait, before you say
Okay, here we
anything
go.
stupid, think it through.
I need
Be
information, not
smart
fear.
about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Okay.
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. 10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed
Ah,
things
interesting.
weren't that good on that front. Over.
Okay,
That's a
confidential.
negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Okay, let's hold this
Understood,
up.
sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This
Is there anything else to do?
57. How may I assist you? No. And I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Just a second.
I guess I'll talk to her again.
Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes. Hello?
You recognize her voice?
Oh,
That's
great.
good.
What else do you need to test? Please, no. Not this again. Everyone's
Oh
you're
god.
protected. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she'd continue.
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes.
Oh my god.
It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Off of
You
what?
know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out. Off of that, people don't
Oof.
like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red. I won't be seeing it, cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know what to say.
Neither.
Okay, let's just conclude.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big butts cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me,
Pawned it.
I did not ask.
Okay.
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
How did you first learn?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody.
Okay.
So did... Oh. No, I haven't. Sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's
Yeah,
in
Kim doesn't have
clothes,
one.
voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest rank
Interesting.
in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform.
Okay.
You had your...
You hear the cord breaking up.
Anything else I can add?
Okay, I think that's everything
In
for the
cabin,
radio.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
Okay. So the pawn shop might have my gun. Oh, I leveled up. Three, visual calculus. Tempted to get another point in this. I don't know, actually. Connection to Station 41, understand cop culture. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Intimidate the public. Understand others, work for Inland Empire. Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. Understand creativity, see art in the world. Press start persuasion. To deduce the world. If you don't know what to increase, you can check the white skills you missed. If there's one you really want to unlock again. Yeah, this was one of them. Savior Fair. Oh, I see. This is cool. Footprints in the dust, visual calculus. I think I can do this one now. Let's go for a policeman cloak. Or should I go visual calculus? No, let's reconstruct crime scenes. I actually like that a lot more. I'm out of stuff he said. Doing the
A
piece. He
simple little
goes.
cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
It's the jam, my man.
Don't forget to get naked again. Yeah.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the
Traffic
jam?
jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days.
People react
upon
differently with different
days.
clothes on. Friend did a naked run and water
Days.
run.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Okay.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires.
Damn, this guy loves
oil
his
and the
fucking
fumes and the-
philosophy, doesn't he?
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up. Making
Philosophy is
demands,
rad,
no
bro.
way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff.
I had a friend in college who
Like
was
a
way too
giant
into
power crane
philosophy.
half the company?
It was
Yeah, what
awful.
exactly? Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Okay.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
Maybe too much is too much.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Okay.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
True.
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days.
Okay.
I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Okay, what have you seen then?
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Damn, should I get a tracksuit? Should I become a tracksuit cop?
Pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
Okay.
You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Sure.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough.
Oh, I'm
to
gonna be his
some
friend.
Sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
I'm gonna be his friend, dude, and
Good
that we're gonna
eye,
get all
man.
the information.
Yup, she's an old one. But we're live.
Okay, it didn't work.
Me and her spent a long
I got
time
nothing.
together.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. In his unfamiliar flexible
Oh my
brow.
god, the Gamble King strikes again.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
That's it, yeah, extreme alright. What's in the southwest?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
You can tell
Man,
me.
I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know.
An
I
absence?
miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Damn, that sucks.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland.
Okay.
We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? This feeling?
Ooh, brain unlock.
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I missed my gun.
Lost your gun. Oh man, that's bad news. Especially here in Marnaise. I hope you find it soon before things turn foul.
Me too.
But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Do you think you'll give me some money now that we're friends?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, see you, bud. That was a surprisingly pleasant conversation, considering how this game normally goes. Okay, let's take a look at the crime scene one last time. I also want to go up on the roof and try jumping again.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by
Okay, here we go.
workers. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs, maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Okay, here we go,
1.
here we go.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes,
Number 44, okay.
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
Dude, I love the detective stuff in this game. Like, I'm so glad I built my character the way I did, because it means I can do really hard detective stuff, and it's super
4.
fun. I mean, obviously there's been some luck, but...
Number 45 or 46? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The code must have preserved them.
It has to be 45, because 46 is already up on 1. If there's 8 pairs of boots, that has to be 45.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes,
Oh, maybe
number
not.
44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Okay, count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Big guy.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
I would suggest that that means that person has a limp. So I'm probably looking for someone with a limp.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A woman? Or a kid? Understood. Anything else? 200? This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a soon-to-be-dead man who's tied up.
That makes sense.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was
Probably
carrying him
yes.
over.
This would also fit with the victim being dead from a previous gunshot wound. They had to carry him
Okay,
because he could no longer walk.
that's good info.
Is there anything else that's not worth here?
One small
Interesting.
scooter.
Let's name it the odd saw. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal?
Oh, that makes more
Or
sense.
maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe on the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I thought he had a limp.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south toward the traffic jam.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam.
Never find the body
See
like you
whether
did. It's
anyone
awesome seeing how the
finds out
dialogue
what's potentially
changes.
suspect.
That's cool.
Seems prudent, no? Mm-hmm. A week, maybe?
A
7
week.
days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
That's true.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Interesting.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
True.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Okay.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to put it is, it was made to look like a lynching.
Purposely
By these
been
tracks?
misled.
Yes.
Cool. See if the kids have anything else to say.
Necromancer pig. That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies. You gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning,
Okay.
the man shoots him point blank.
Holy
in the
shit.
chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed pig. Someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
I'll be there for you, buddy.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A
Do you
mutant.
remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Interesting.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
He threw it
Kuno
away.
tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style.
Oh.
That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boots.
Okay,
You know
okay.
that jolly union cow fucker?
We're
Came
getting
around
somewhere.
talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Alright.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility. sir.
Interesting.
You're testing Kuno's pay. Get lost. Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
Unclimbable.
What does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Might be.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Okay.
Kit is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Okay.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done
Oh,
in March?
it could be her boot.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah. The kingdom of... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Good call. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
He made the head start squealing.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his...
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're...
Pigs in there in Kuno! Somebody please...
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. there may still be a way out.
Don't
Just
push the bad
beauty
idea.
is reason.
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Oof.
Change of plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Physical instrument.
You put him up to this yourself when you
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they can slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Should I punch Kuno? I might win this roll, but I assume it's gonna go very badly if I fail. I'm gonna go. He never misses. He never
Though
misses.
surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles.
He never misses.
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far.
Okay, pig.
So having the punch made him calmer.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Damn, I'm doing good. Okay, let's go for this then.
He's on your
Oh
bossing
no.
you around. Andy's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Fuck no.
Kuno, they've almost made...
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
I can't believe that.
You're dreaming, pig.
A little. But don't expect anything to.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno!
Okay, well we can come back and deal with that later. I'm gonna go and jump and get my coat, I think. At least it's a white one, true. It's annoying I have to level empathy again to do that again though. I can't just try it again with like a penalty. Okay, here we go. Oh god, it's bugging out. Here we go. Oh wait, I need to say my... Hold on. I'd have some difficulty, it wouldn't be as interesting if you do it. That's true, I guess.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
Okay.
No one has claimed it for their own.
It's basically a 50-50. Yes! Nice.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Take the sense that runs
Ankles
you.
tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
That's
As
huge.
the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive.
If I remember correctly, the equipment's pretty good.
Must
Nice.
be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah. My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an aces high?
Hell
With your
yeah.
feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Ooh. Oh, so it's just a raw upgrade. That's sick. You don't get raw upgrades very often in games like this.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want... There's no reason to... 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Okay.
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify...
Okay, we're back.
Okay,
We're back
then.
here.
Was there anything else you... No. It's not a particularly mysterious case.
Really?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Interesting.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters.
So the strike is much bigger than I thought it was then.
And the union rarely overplays
It's actually like a... I guess it is a coup. It's a takeover.
Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you. A familiar feeling.
And the owners in the front base. This front on German shoulder sides. Grinding pig's feet. Then grinding one on the other side and pig's feet doing anything favors. I'm really smart.
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will blow right in our faces.
Okay.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about?
No, we're good. I just wanted to give the dude a high five.
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets.
Did I say all this stuff?
Regardless of their political beliefs.
I don't remember that.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah, I said none of those,
yes,
I think.
The mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Okay, well, analyze the gameplay elements by those. Oh, that's interesting.
Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat.
Interesting.
On all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own. You against the atom.
The VA is so good. Yeah, it's really good in this game.
The whole world failed.
It carries pretty hard.
Bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Okay, communism never works, but I'm for the people.
Comrade.
Shall I opt in? Okay, let's go.
Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Thought gained. Wait, where does it go? Oh, I see. Mazovian socioeconomics. -2 visual calculus. Oh, until it's done though. What do you think the bonus will be, though? Research on 3 hours and 10 minutes. People think communism was some crazy idea that has come up since 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red. Prostitutes and crass Mazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise. No idea about a bonus about communism. Dude, I have to lose my best trait for 3 hours though to get it. I kind of don't want to do that. The trait you get is not necessarily related to the trait that you get a penalty on, right? And I feel like I'm gonna need this a lot, this skill. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to take here now. I really don't know. Your choice, yeah. I'm thinking. I think I'm not gonna do it. I think I need the visual calculus too much. It's pretty much the only thing my character has. At some point you have to pay skill points to internalize more though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Okay, now I can look at this stuff though. Collecting rainwater. £3 worth of cigarette butts. New 70 bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
And cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Must have been miserable.
This scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Okay. Can't go in there, can't go in there. I can go in here.
This is the night watchman's booth.
Ah.
The name on the door reads René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Taking
It's
it.
a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform.
Okay.
The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that? Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen.
Okay, let's go. I don't need a rest. Oh. All around you, great machines in quintessence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Oh, let's go over there, am I?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above.
Okay.
A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off. The crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving the container through the air.
Oh, cool. That lets me cross, right? Now I can move over where I couldn't get before. Continue.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
What do you mean?
This container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Okay.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
I think that will help us cross. I think that was useful. Oh, I want to go onto this bit. Can I not? Oh, you go up here, I see. Perspective is messing me up a bit. See, faded industrial letting, Kvalsund.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container. You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers you with some puzzlement.
Do you think I should go for it? 3%. Yeah, I'm kind of skilled at this game.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Why are you what?
Never
Are
mind.
you satisfied, detective?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. The bard in D&D seduced the door. Oh damn, these are worth bank. Hey, I thought I was gonna make that roll. I've done some crazy shit. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet, the great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent, there's no work to organize in the yard below. Oh yeah, some shmoney. Oh, there's someone. The banner signs on the way around, so... Hey.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
That's surprising.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Okay.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Yeah, so you can to notice you.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He sounds like, Merry and
I
Pippin.
see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? Scabs, are you?
No.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Which one does he sound like? He sounds almost
Some of the other
like
guys
one.
don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then.
True.
People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumours.
So they're meant to be Welsh.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes
What's
I
going
am.
on here? Look at the mountains
So
and
it's
containers
easier for
rising
the crane
behind him.
operators to spot them.
I'll try it.
The containers
Hey.
in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors.
Okay.
It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debardeurs Union logo on them.
The débardeurs.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them.
Chemicals.
Oh, no
That's
trouble
chemicals,
at all,
by the
mister.
way.
No trouble at all.
If you were wondering, that's the translation for that word. Where's everyone? The house empty.
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He's in the
We're
confidential
on a
look.
strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
True.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is.
Okay,
Jean
that's
Luc
good to
is
know.
guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so.
What kind of trouble they get
I'm not really
into?
supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something.
Ooh,
I
maybe
heard
they were the
Mr. Everard
killers.
telling him to take some time off.
Did they kill
No,
someone?
I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Okay.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Do you work
Yes,
here?
yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Okay.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Alright.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Okay, thanks.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some...
Okay, so she's like a second in command, I guess.
4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
Okay.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
That's good.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, that's sad.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort.
Okay, so there's a lawyer around.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork.
Wait, is John
Keep it
Luke
up,
the
Leo.
teacher? I don't know.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
I don't know who Jean-Luc is. Mr. Picard?
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
Okay, what's in that
Oh,
container?
That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded
Bray, we know
up.
who Jean-Luc is? Oh no.
Told you.
I'm out of the loop. I'm looking for the leader of the
Mr.
dot
Everett,
workers.
then. He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Okay.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Okay, I just need to find
Mr.
him.
Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Leo. Missed the ramp. Okay, let's go then. Some coffee. coffee in the thermos is still lukewarm. Stairmated pallets leading up. Oh, hello, sir. I'd like to look at your swordfish, please. Taxidermy fish that tells time.
Before you is a walrus.
Oh my god.
Seated behind a large desk.
He looks more horrifying than me.
Not the least bit surprised to see you.
Dark Souls boss music.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Just a tiny chair opposite his desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Bonjour, I'm Everard. He sounds like a Richard Ayoade a little bit.
Prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He's one of those, he sounds like a Simpsons character. That's true. He sounds like the lawyer from The Simpsons. That's dead on, actually. That's way better. He's like one of those guys from Wall-E who can't get out of the chair.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I'm not saying I don't want to say
Very
it.
well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future,
Oh my
I'd
god.
gladly resume.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork.
This guy's
Excellent,
cringe.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Was it trying not to check on his desk? It's absolutely comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
The money would be nice, but it's obviously a bribe. It's like, this is maybe the most obvious bribe I've ever seen in a video game. Ever. It's more obvious than when you go on Oblivion, persuade someone, and click the bribe button. You wanna know Mr. Gar?
Yes, I know Lawrence.
Let's
He's a
dance
real
around it.
character. No union man in him. A real piece of work.
Gar owns the
Warriors.
bar, I think.
With a grin, he points to the checker game.
Nope.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you.
Damn, this guy knows
Union
everything.
People are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Yeah, I bet.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun. Lost gun.
Shit.
Lost gun.
I wonder what the conversation would be like if I had my gun.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only
Oh my
two
god, I'm getting
words
owned by this
escape
guy.
its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, "Be very worried."
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this.
Harry.
But you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Harry Dubois.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place.
Okay, so he's got my gun.
I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Claire's help with this.
Okay.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
No shot, I have to check this. Dude, I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed by this big fat ogre.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
How are you say before? I don't think I did.
You want to cry? God, you're weak.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this?
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I'm absolutely stomached by
Maybe
this
you could
guy.
use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
How do you say before? Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm...
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on
Mr.
around here,
Dubois.
and I would love to discuss it with you.
Your IT's not working, Mr. Dubois. I'm here to fix your printer.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much
Oh
to
my
talk
God,
about.
okay.
Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me, but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this
This
thing
guy's
wide
such a
open.
shithead, dude.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Whose door is
No,
it?
no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Okay.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Okay, let's do this.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates.
Okay.
Manana's like
Here's
a
the
free
deal.
agent in the Union.
I need to
Special
leverage
operations,
this against him.
ardent socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age. Things do always... Anyway, of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic...
So that is my
scientist
character's
and
name,
a
Harry
maniac,
Dubois.
aren't you?
That's a cool name.
What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry.
Interesting.
Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out.
Words flow like a river of honey. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Okay.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois. No, I'm really not. You are Harry.
Okay, I think it's
and
fine.
I can work with you, Harry. Now, what about of course, Harry? Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
I want to fucking shoot this guy in the head.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Interesting.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
Okay, he doesn't have the information on
Family,
me.
Harry, is the most important thing in the world. Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
Nope.
Well, you sure come off as very confident in all our interactions, Harry. You're a real man's man. Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Interesting.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
Yeah, I got that one.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Do not
I'm sure
fucking
you
lose this
understand.
roll.
Please continue, Harry.
Everard's
Oh my god.
But the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
This guy is rolling me, dude.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal detail. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly... Harry,
Here's one.
you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I...
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay.
Let's hear it, Harry. Of course, yes. Your lost gun. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me...
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Harry, Harry. I was only trying to be tactful.
Can you read this introducing part
It's a
of
dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak.
gun
Teenage gangs
roulette?
could be arming themselves.
I assure you, we are working on locating the...
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Interesting.
That's excellent. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white unit.
I mean, this guy fucking rolled me. I can't believe I didn't get in the folder. That's so sad. Oh god, it's hard to get out of here. GG not dying? I guess so. Must... Damn, that's annoying that that was a red too.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did, yes. No trouble at all, mister.
Okay. Ooh. Musky water rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Damn, there's lots of money to steal here. I'm gonna need all of it to fucking heal myself though.
You're back before
Yeah, that means Whalefjord and Arden.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Oh. I have to put skill points in to go. Press Alt or Tab for the stuff on the ground, I think. Ah. Cool. Oh. Thank God. So it's coming up for the evening now. Now I can go through that door, I suppose. Okay, yeah. You also use those heals mid-dialogue if you're dying. Cool. Oh. Is this chair not gonna kill me? Giants from Paladin. Pillar and pattern of cost for earnings. So someone's habitually chilling next to the radio. Use this. Oh, this lets you pass time, right? Whoops. Oh, I didn't want to go back out. Go back in.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike.
No, thank you. I don't want to use the phone. I need to save my money. That living part looks almost sentient.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Okay.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmarar.
Damn, big imports then.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Okay.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I felt that 80%. Watch me win this roll.
Look how blurry all the lines of these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before you.
Well, my eyes could completely focus all shapes are mounting into each other.
Aesthetically more pleasing. You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention.
Is that what you're doing with those photos over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case.
Okay, here we go.
After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
Whatever's
yes!
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, it appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
Okay.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweet office floor, more banners.
It was nothing
All
interesting.
items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Oh, do you think this was Leo? Oh, it was
All
Leo.
items
It says
can be
remember Leo.
withdrawn.
I'm an idiot. It literally says remember Leo. Rework, remember the board written on top of the flyer. The bomb of the union logo, demand democracy. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back and talk to Leo again. Oh, what's this? Dude, I'm making bank right now. Oh. It's nice that I guess they expect you to get fucked up by that guy. Oh, dude. My drama sucks anyway, but I could get even more buff in visual calculus. Dude, I'm gonna be the most nuts fucking cop of all time. This passes time, I won't interact with this yet. Okay, let's go talk to Leo again. And ask about the borscht. It's a shame he's quite far away.
Mister. I may be sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
Okay.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadam's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside.
Okay.
They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Okay.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Cheers, buddy. Okay, I think the last thing I need to do before this day's up is go and look for my gun. Before this fucking greaseball gets it. I need my gun to leverage over him. I need this door open to leverage over him. I need to get some of my position back, basically. Oh, there's some people around here. Oh, this is the guy.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely.
Oh, this is the giant.
That has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat.
Oh boy, here we go.
See it, but others can.
Oh no.
It is making the woman in my company sick.
Okay.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race.
Oh, he's very French. He's slowly becoming more French.
Remind you of someone? The guy down there.
look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad
Okay,
example.
so he's like a giant Nazi then.
It saddened me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated.
Oh my god, he's
lesser
going on
cultures,
one.
like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be succeeded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops
Oh my
to
god,
the
he really
Seminole
just
Island
goes.
and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically. Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Damn. When you put it like that. An advanced racist. He's about to do it. This is a white chick? No fucking kidding. Racist run? Okay.
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Claire
You do
is a
serve
man
him.
of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure.
I like
Jam.
individualism.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I didn't internalize the communist thing.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the South Island race. Haplogroup
Even without this influence stuff.
We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites.
Arrived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you.
Are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets.
See me in my
of
genetic
Limbourg
dreams. I see young
are
70s women
with
walking
me.
to the green mass.
Genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk. No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Okay, here we go, here we go. I'm about to smash his ideology into pieces.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is so... You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
Our lucky
We granted
racist.
3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Okay.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting a fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not
What a
like
fucking
them.
dumbass.
I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features.
Okay.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example.
This is interesting.
Indicative of also, his earlobes could be small.
In my second year of law, we did. I took criminology as like an elective. It was a choice subject. I think. I don't know why I picked it because it's never really interested me. But we did learn some interesting stuff, and this like. You're determined on how likely you are to be a thief based on like the size of your jaw or your ears or your nose. This is like an actual criminology theory from the 1950s. It's insane. Like this exact thing is lifted from the text. I literally read this text in the museum talking about it. Okay.
That atavistic stigmatum makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
How did I get this guy that way?
Welcome. He must.
The
drawings are precise.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Okay.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Oh, this is Jean-Luc. Okay.
Yes. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, it is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
That's good. He'd be a good boxer.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. An offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé. And your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence.
Okay, I don't want to I don't want to do racist run, but I have no fucking clue how to get him out of the way. Case of strike, press button behind guard. Ah, I see.
Your race descent has only...
Okay. So in order to get past him, I could become racist. I have long arms, let me become the best boxer.
Scab?
That's the man with joy I was telling us
You're
that.
hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
I'm thinking best big hit boxer.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see
Gotta
the
go
strike?
punch someone. Thanks, stream. See you, Brick. Thanks for hanging out.
The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
What happened?
I was asked to look into
Okay,
the
here we
armor
go.
situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Okay.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. I did some research into this armadura.
Okay.
Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How
Interesting.
does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
True.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This
Okay,
is
that's
where I
good to
left
know.
off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
What were
Oh, they're
leggings?
just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits.
Yeah, true.
Good luck if you go for those boots though. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. The mercenary, eh? Who
Who'd
could
have
have killed
killed
him?
him?
That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Okay.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Okay, so
Understood.
he's basically
This
incriminating
has been
it.
of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
Uh,
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good. of
I'm
you
a
to help us
hustle
out during the
grinder.
strike. Working class
Mhm.
solidarity, as they say. Oh, so the none of the above type are you? I get it. I get it. I like to keep my distance too.
Damn, I just got fucking called
But it doesn't
out.
matter. It's a good thing you're doing. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse.
Ah,
That's
okay.
behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you...
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
Okay.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are,
Okay.
what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Okay.
Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. All of it. However,
Okay, I
right now
see.
we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Okay.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler
That's
notion.
true.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I
Feelings
can't
are-
and I
probably
shouldn't.
won't.
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. They have good, but my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one.
Okay.
He knows who he is, firmly grounded, has no need to reinforce or elaborate his political identity to himself or others.
Okay.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
Alright.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
Okay.
He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties.
Big money, I guess.
Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That seems very
reasonably
lavish.
lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
That's true, I guess.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Okay.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower.
Oh my god, I'm going in. I'm fucking Sherlock Holmesing it.
Code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine code.
Okay.
That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal.
Oh, that sounds like me. I'll pick that. Unless,
No,
I guess
the man
not.
sits on the railing.
Okay, I think I'm gonna end for tonight. We got some stuff done. I'm gonna go find my gun tomorrow. I think that's the next big thing to do. But yeah, this game's fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. It seems like it's gonna be a very long game. I don't think I'm gonna be finishing this anytime soon. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna do like a double stream. This for a couple of hours, then Remo for a couple hours. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow.